Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Lounge Podcast. I'm your host, P. I'm here with my two co-hosts. Gentlemen, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Go ahead, D-Lo.
You already know. It's the boy D-Lo, back on the grind, enjoying the sunshine, peace, love, tranquility.
It's your boy Jay. Take me back to the 80s. Now, laters, freezer cups, Chico sticks. Let's go.
And
Chico Sticks was fire.
Chico sticks was fire. Huh? What you say, D-Lo?
You forgot your white powder.
Man, look.
If we talk about candy, you talk about nose candy.
No, man, I'm talking about Chico sticks. Now, laters, I'm talking about the good stuff, the stuff we was raised up on, man. When life was
like
simple.
5-10 cents a piece, man, bro.
Let me tell you something, boy. I get $2 from my mom. I come out there with enough candy. Look, you think I went trick or treating?
Yo, the candy stores used to have, like, you know how they have those big plastic it's kind of like a container holder, and it just had the square in the middle where you saw the person.
I know what you're talking about.
So in like the first three shelves was nothing but loose candy.
Yep.
And it was like 5-10 cent candy. I'd be like, yo, let me get that. They used to have the caramel squares, the super bubble, the Tootsie Rolls, Chico sticks.
Hey.
Yo, Sour Patches, Laffy Taffies.
Bro, we had the candy lady. You go to this lady. We had the candy lady. You go to her house, and then her kitchen got everything set up, man.
Ices and everything.
That is ices in the freezers, freezer cups, Chico sticks, fruit chews, now ladles, cookies. And that's what I said. You go up in there with $2, you God when you come out of that, man. You're candy God.
Who trying to shop?
You know what I'm saying? You take all that candy back. You go to the front yard or your homeboy house or whatnot. They got the tree with the milk crate nailed to the tree. We playing ball on that shit, man. We living. Take me back. Take me back. Just throw me in a time loop.
I wish, bro. That's just.
Yeah, man.
I remember when Honey Buns was 25 cents and the Hostess cupcakes was 50 cents, bro.
Fat balled up fist. Please take me back. This boy
said, my biggest addiction was goddamn Little Debbie's. Them motherfucking brown
fries, Swiss rolls, Nutty Ball, Star Crunch. Come on, man. You talking? You talking to a habitual fat kid right now.
Yeah. Let me go Those little Debbie's right there, 50 cents. Look,
Facts,
$2
man.
for $1.
Mm.
Look, $2 for $1. Yeah. let me
Swiss
get that.
rolls, all that. All that, man. Yeah, man, let's get this show going.
Yeah. So take a trip down memory lane real quick.
Ersky.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. So anyway, so how y'all been, man?
Living.
The
Living.
vibe.
Lockdown. I'm about to go on 2 months lockdown, man.
Man.
Like we were saying earlier, it sounds nice being on lockdown. You
It's
know, you
real.
got to go to work from home and whatnot. That's cool, but the walls start getting closer and closer.
Look, right there, you feel me? Free that, man. You know.
Just saying, man.
They
That
say
job.
the
The
COVID
job.
lives.
Say that again.
COVID lives matter. You know, COVID lives.
Facts, man. It's crazy at the job. We had almost like 40 cases now.
Sheesh.
And that's just, and all that happened like the past week.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't understand how people could why people won't wear masks.
It ain't the mask, man. I think everybody's just drinking from the same cup or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think they got this whole shit figured out, bro. I don't think they got it.
They don't, and they never.
I don't think they
will.
I'm thinking like, yo, I'll be honest with you. At this point, it's just like survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Like for real. You know, I'm vaccinated. I got all the shots, and now they talk about a third and fourth booster shot. I'm like, the fuck?
They ain't going for no boosters. At that point,
I went ahead on and got mine. I feel like being exposed to the world and everything, I'm almost symptomatic, or I just ain't had it. To me, it's just pure luck. So I gotta keep, I just said to myself, I'm gonna keep riding the wave. I ain't got it yet. Hopefully, I don't get it. So I went ahead on and got the booster.
Exactly.
Okay, and then small kids in the house and everything like that. You do think about family and all. I've never been one to force the vaccine on anybody, because I'll be the first to tell you, to each his own. You got to live and die with that decision, but it is getting tough out there.
Mm.
It's getting tough.
You never lie about that.
And the CDC, they drop a new variant like Lil Wayne was dropping mixtapes back in the day. So this variant right here, this variant at 5. Boom.
Yo, this one supersedes all the vaccinations. So I'm like, and now they talk about the flu
Rona.
I'm like, bruh.
The flu and the corona mixed together. Good God.
Yeah.
Let's team up. What?
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't it bad enough? I'm like, bro, I'm just. They're like, yeah, we job talking about we're gonna have to figure out how to get y'all flu shots and stuff. I'm like, bro, you hear what's out there? The Terminator's out there, bro.
Like, that's about to help me. I am literally at war with my own body. This is
with your own body. I don't know, man. Man, I guess they're gonna figure it out eventually. I think when they figure it out, it's all gonna be said and done.
Yeah, it'll be too late.
It's gonna be too late to turn back, or it's just gonna be like finally died off a bit. Either way, I don't think none of us will be able to take credit for getting through this stuff right here.
Man,
not at this point.
I survived.
I said to myself, with anti-vaxxers out there too, and again, I said again, I'm not one to force vaccinations or anything like that on anybody. But knowing that there's a breeding ground still for COVID to develop a different variant or to mutate or whatnot, the only thing it's really going to do is just die down. But this stuff always going to be here. We're gonna look like Korea when it's all said and done. How Korea you know, a lot of the elderly walk around with masks just on a regular day like it's normal.
Mhm.
That's going to be a way of life for us.
Like, I
It's
thought it
just
was
going
too
to be a
late.
way of life.
Like, I thought it was too late, but people still just like, you're taking away my rights. What? Calm down, calm down. We're telling you to wear a mask. It's okay.
I mean,
I don't,
go ahead.
and those people are the ones that are dying the most.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's stupid, but
Nah.
shit is it's just so out of control, bro. Like, I just wish for. I'm not saying, you know, be compliant and bend the knee, but just look out for each other. Like, it's not about your rights. It's about you taking care of the person to your left and right. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like
Well,
I'm telling you right now, when I caught COVID, bro, I was scared for everybody around me. I was like, I felt bad, bro. I felt like what the fuck did I do to deserve this? And then I was like, oh my god, I potentially could infect a bunch of people. I wasn't worried about myself. I was like, I know I'm strong enough to sit there and get through this shit. But what about the people that I could possibly infect? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, damn. So it's just like I thought I was doing what I had to do. And that's the thing. Like, I was wearing my mask.
That's the crazy part about it.
Like
That no.
everybody, the people that I traced that I was around had my mask around. The only time I had my mask off was when I was driving my whip, and I'm like, that's the only time. So you mean to tell me Corona's just waiting in my car? Like, hey, let me talk to you.
Hey, but you get a
Hey, yo,
ride
buddy.
real quick.
Hey man, when you doing Uber and Lyft for a while, COVID needs a lift.
Just sitting in the back, like, yo, pass me a cold one, bro. I'll give you 5 stars.
COVID said, take me to
Wait.
this address right here. I got some work to do.
Man.
That's deep though, man. A
Like,
lot of people don't see it that way. You know, I was thinking about it the other day, and I said to myself, man, eventually, the rest of the you're gonna have those who are vaxxed and those who are not vaxxed, and eventually, the world is gonna leave the non-vax behind
mhm.
because you know nobody really wants to have to pull out a card and show vaccination status and all this different stuff just to go into places and whatnot. But again, this is going to be the norm here in another year. The world is not going to wait for the rest to catch up. The world is going to start moving on. I can almost guarantee you're going to see it to a point where it's like, if you don't have this, you're going to see it in more and more places when I get it. A lot more places. You're not vaxxed, or if you don't have a booster, or blah, 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 blah.
Hit you
We
with that
need to
deuces.
open up your business.
Yeah.
It's happening now in a lot of places. But I'm telling you, like, I can almost guarantee a year from now, that shit is going to be the norm. And those who are not vaxxed, and again, I'm going to keep stating, I'm not forcing people to get vaxxed or whatnot. But those who are not vaxxed are not even going to be able to go into the grocery store.
Facts.
And then it's like, I get it, right? I get why Americans to sit there and feel like, you know, like you're taking my rights and stuff like that. I get that, you know.
I do.
But if I'm a business owner,
Think about the person next to you.
There you go. Here, come on, go on and say it. I already know you're going.
If I'm a business owner, I don't want you around because you're potentially affecting my money that's coming into those stores.
And this is why I said the rest of the world is going to start moving on. But that reason right there.
Because everybody is about business at the end of the day. No matter how, everybody is about business.
Yeah, you can you know, you can do DoorDash and have it brought to you. You know, you can pick up your groceries from Walmart, the grab and go thing or whatnot. That's cool. But what happens when those people start saying, I need to see vaccination stats upon pickup?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's going to get to that.
the hospitals are getting so full that they're not depending on your ailment, like or injury, they're
Mm-hmm.
not even seeing you. They tell you not to come to the emergency room.
Yep, kicking them
That's
out.
how packed they are.
Yep.
That is
Man.
worse than at the height of COVID.
Yep.
Yep.
But
And I was like, damn. So they must have figured out that the ER is the super spreader event.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where it's all coming down. Because not only that, and then man, we've had the Iraqi war, we've had, the war in the Middle East, we've had so many wars, and they talk about soldiers, you know, um, putting their life up, for the American people,
Mm-hmm.
but these doctors and nurses, man, like they got family, they got kids. They are literally fighting a war themselves
Mm-hmm.
because they're trying to stay employed. And yet they're trying to help people who come in with this shit. And then they gotta
Took the
protect
words right out
themselves.
my mouth, man. Think about how
we
many
trying.
times. Think about how
We
many
gotta go
times
home.
one nurse encounters a positive COVID patient per day.
Mhm.
If we think we at high risk for catching it, bro, they are extremely high risk. They don't just see probably one patient a day. They seeing 20, 30 a day. And that's just to
Mhm.
verify that they got it and tell them, hey, go home and stay inside for 14 days.
Hey, see you later.
Think about the person. Think about the person who testing everybody, right? So pretty sure at most of our places of employment, there's a COVID testing station. Just straight drive up, you get tested, right? That's
Yeah,
good. There's a testing site. But one person on one shift, you know how many cars and noses he swabbed during the course of his shift? The
Yep.
potential to get exposed to it is that much higher for those people.
Bro, do you know that Texas, I saw Texas,
Here we go, Texas.
um they like when they got hit hard, bro. I was just like, the line for testing was ridiculous. It was like 6 to 8 hours just to get your nose swabbed.
Just to get your nose swabbed.
My
They started
grandfather, when he was alive and he had COVID, he had to wait 3 and 4 hours to get his nose done. I was like, bro, you still there? He's like, yeah. So I'm still here at the hospital. I was like, wow. I think one time he must have waited like 5 hours. I was like, yo, what's going on, man? I was like, I told you to call me when you get out. He's like, yeah, I'm still here.
Still here. Mm.
And this is in New York. I'm like, bro, this is like, this is the point where people, what kills me is um the human psyche, right?
Mm-hmm.
The rationale behind it. Not wanting to get tested, or not wanting to get it, not wanting to wear a mask, right? And potentially being a spreader because you feel your rights are being lost, right? And no rights are really being lost. And in the abundance of information that is out there, that to sit there and refute any of the claims that you may have, if you feel insecure or you feel ignorant about something, or you just feel so strongly about something, you would think that the human psyche would be like, okay, maybe I'm acting a little irrational. Let me go and do this. Let me go and see if there's a reason, excuse me, to my irrationality, right? But no, people misinformed, uninformed, and just downright dumb as shit. And then people, and on the flip side of that, people who want to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm an expert now because I sat there and looked at a video,
I read a blog.
I read a blog, not something by a medical institution. No, from a blog or a vlogger or from a YouTube video or something like that. You know, YouTube is great and all that. Twitter's great and all that. Instagram, all these social media platforms. But it's up to you to do your due diligence and go and find out the information.
There you go.
There are people that post this public information, and if they mislead the information, then they're held accountable by courts and governments.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But-
we just, you know, this everybody was talking about how they wanted a solution, how they needed a solution to this COVID and everything like that. CDC stepped in, you know, did a little research there. Okay, we're gonna start off wearing masks. I don't want to wear a mask. Okay. We've invented the vaccine. The vaccine is now stable for people to do. Take the vaccine. It goes against my rights. It goes against my religion. I don't want to get the vaccine. Okay. We're going to keep y'all away from each other. Stay 6 feet away from each other. No social gatherings, no parties, no major formations or anything like that. I don't want to do that. Well, shit, the CDC now is saying, if you vaccinated and you catch COVID, hey, you don't need 14 days. They can send you back to work in 5.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they just recently passed that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was just like the CDC gave you all these answers, and you said no. I don't want. And at this point, the CDC just like, well, screw it. We gave you the answers.
We gave you the answers to the test.
Yep. And you don't want to do it. You don't want to wear the mask. You don't want to wear a vaccine. You don't want to stay 6 feet away from each other. You don't want to be stuck at home. Well, shoot.
You know what, man? I put it like this. You ever heard the saying, people want to have their cake and eat it too?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that ain't the saying for this. People just lazy. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean when I say lazy, man, they want the easy way out. The easy way for a lot of people. And again, I'm going to say it again. I'm not one to force vaccines or anything on anybody. I'm not even one to force a person to wear a mask. But people are fucking lazy.
Mm-hmm.
People are lazy and people are selfish. I ain't selfish because you already said it, Pete. You was more concerned about giving it to everybody else than yourself.
Yeah.
That's unselfish right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the next person,
I felt like I had for the STD, and I was like, I gotta find all the chicks that I done banged in the past week.
you gotta look at that shit. Yeah, exactly, man.
I was like, oh, this is fucking horrible.
That's why I said, man, people are lazy and people are selfish. You know, they just want to, the minute if COVID ended the world right now, the same people who run around talking about you violated my rights and all this different stuff right here, those same people are going to be the same ones saying, well, they didn't do enough to keep the world from ending. They should have did this. They should have did that. They're going to be the same ones that have a strong opinion that don't mean shit.
I'm glad you said that. So, this is just a quick side note off of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see Don't Look Up?
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet, but I saw the trailer for it.
I haven't.
I'm gonna watch it.
I heard it was pretty decent.
That shit, it was the epitome of what American society is like now.
Yep. Yep.
It hits American society on the head. I'm like, bruh. And then I forgot he used to be chubby. He used to be with Channing Taylor in that cop movie. Jonah
Hill. Yeah.
Is it Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
Talking about the one.
He was in the movie Superbad.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh. Why? I don't like that dude at all.
He come off as arrogant, huh?
His acting abilities are pretty. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is.
No, like he takes.
Let me ask, you don't like him or you don't like the character? Because I always say, like, when an actor plays a role and you don't like the character, they did a really good job with that character.
Yeah,
No, it's him. It's him.
Okay.
It's the roles he plays. Like, what type of privilege do you have to go and get these bullshit like roles? Like, what his role in the movie served no purpose
at all.
So another topic, right?
Let me stand back.
Like, yeah, did he
No,
not
'cause-
serve a purpose at all, or did he not serve like a main?
No,
purpose?
because now that
So
I'm
how
talking,
movies-
no, now that I'm talking with y'all about it, I have a I think I'm having an epiphany.
Okay.
It could symbolize. Yeah, y'all watch it. We'll have to have this conversation.
I'm gonna tell you what it is with him, right? With Jonah Hill, he's not fat no more.
Facts.
America we love our fat kids, right? We make fun of them. They make fun of themselves. We get a good laugh out of them. Jonah Hill is a case in point. When he was in Superbad, he was a funny fat ass, but he's skinny now. He can't do the fat kid no more. So he has to.
No, it was the role, bro.
Huh?
Completely wrong. I watched that movie twice,
Let's see.
3 times.
Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up.
Okay.
And it's him. He takes those type of roles. It's him for taking those type of roles.
So what I'm getting at is he has. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing something different, right? But I feel like he has to take those roles because that's the character that he has to play. If he was still fat, he will always be that funny fat guy. Those will always be the roles that he get. No one would take him serious, right? Take Will Ferrell, for example, right? Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, all that stuff. That shit is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But when Will Ferrell goes to try to play a serious role, you don't hear much about it at all. You don't hear much about it at all. But I'm telling you, if he's running around here acting like a 40-year-old virgin and all this other stuff, he's that dude. He's hilarious. And this is kind of how I see Jonah Hill. He's not that fat kid no more. That's how I see it. So he has to reestablish himself in some aspect to where he can get roles.
Yeah, he did.
The roles that he's playing right now, at least in my opinion, he's this arrogant guy. He's this arrogant asshole.
Maybe. I think because I know in the movie there's a bunch of symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everything stands for something. Just even the tidbits with like within the society and how society, like this organism that we call society, moves and operates. It's like they say and they show these things and attribute these things to how people act and how people move and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Ariana Grande and Kid Cudi are in the movie.
Oh, wow.
I was like,
I definitely got.
That was another group that I was like, don't need those. But whatever. But everything had a point to prove everything. You know what I mean? Like everything had some type of symbolism behind it. Mm-hmm. And I get it. It was just him. It was just like, it was so annoying and so like grotesquely out of place. I was like what the fuck? So just to give you a heads up, it's no secret, but he's his mom is the president, and he's like secretary of state.
Okay.
But he acts like the damn vice president. right? So and like all the shit that he does and says, it's just like what is your point here? Why are you here? Like it was just like the movie. If you took him out of that place, nobody would have thought a thing about it.
So it was just got to be that, basically.
Feel like somebody put him in there. Like it's like, oh, let's add him in.
Oh. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, you know, the other thing I chalk it up to is Jonah Hill. He don't have much range as an actor.
But that's his fault.
Exactly. That's his.
Being real, he broken out of that I'm the fat kid scenario. He did an interview on that one. You know, he talked about how every role he had to go into, he had to be the little funny comedian fat kid and everything like that. And it took him going on to the movie 21 Jump Street when he did that one.
Yep. I think I know what interview you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. He was like, that's when his co-star, I can never remember his name.
Channing Tatum.
There we go. Yeah. That's when his co-star was like, yo, you know, you can switch your roles up. He kind of made him feel a little more comfortable because everyone had always portrayed him as that fat kid and you supposed to do these fat jokes and you supposed to be this, you know, Channing roll your stomach.
Actor himself.
Yeah. But in the movies I've seen him in, you know, he does have this arrogant side to him. I think it does come from the fact that from the point that he started off, it was all about him being fat and how he could contribute as, you know, the fat, hilarious, funny guy. You know, he talked about how he was in school and he was basically the fat comedian. How he, out of the, you know, the life of bullying and all type of situations like that, he was that fat comedian. So, he probably still breaking himself off. He still is a little arrogant, you know. You gotta give.
I think he is in a certain way. I think so. Certain people play roles that are that are akin to them.
That's on him.
Right? Or ones that have attributes that are close to the ones that they're able to portray, right? The great actors are the ones that, like, you know, get away from that. Like, they have a wide range. You're talking about your
Denzels,
the Tom Cruises, Tom Hanks,
Wesley Snipes, gotta get
your Bruce
Wesley
Willis.
Snipes. That's another. Yeah, he's another one.
You even got Kevin Hart.
No.
Keeping it 100, man. I can't remember that. What? All right, okay. I'm gonna renege on that.
No,
never
never.
got Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, fair enough.
Dwayne Johnson got more ratings than Jonah Hill.
Rock does, yes. Rock does have a wider range, yes.
Oh no, look, Dwayne, The Rock don't came across. That man don't prove that he can do everything. I can act, I can wrestle, I can rap, I can do anime movies. He has an arsenal of things that he is talented at. So at this point, I can even host shows. He's hosting shows out here in these streets. He is not in the same league as half of these people, you know, celebrity-wise. I don't know if he do it because he get bored and like, I'm going to rap today, see if I can do it. But I don't know if y'all heard that rap song.
I heard it.
Yo,
it's not bad. It's not bad. It's one of them songs. If I'm in the gym working out and I'm at the end of my workout, I need a little more gas.
That's it, right?
You're going to take your face off.
Fuck out of here. Stop it. Knock out. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear this. I can't believe y'all like, yo, stop.
Hey, man, if I'm at the end of the workout and
I'm no.
That's
you got wilding.
That's a CrossFit song.
Hey, man, I'm running. I'm like, I can't make it no more. Go and hit that. It's about drive. Yeah, drive.
Yeah, you be on that elliptical going. I'm telling you, that's what it's not one of those songs you're gonna play while you ride in your car to turn up to. Nah, that's gym music right there. That song
that's
got that
let's
song
go.
got CrossFit written all over it.
Nah. Stay your ass on doing these jungle Jumanji movies and stay your ass out of the fucking rap booth. No.
It wasn't bad. I tell you what though, it was better than that Drake shit.
Facts.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah. Put the
I'd
rock
rather
against
listen to
Drake.
that right. I'd rather listen to Dwayne Johnson on repeat than go past Phase Song 5 on Certified Lover Boy.
I think that one song trended more
It
for
did.
The Rock than the whole album for Drake.
Again, I say I would rather listen to the Rock song non-stop on repeat.
Fine.
How many songs on Drake album? Like 23. I'd rather listen to Dwayne Johnson song 23 times.
I want to. That trended on TikTok. It trended in the actual world for the music.
Certified Lover Boy has 21 songs.
Okay, so I'm supposed to listen to Face Off 21 times. I can't get past that song number 5. I might skip to Too Sexy, but every time I hear that, I hear the song from the 80s. I'm Too Sexy.
You like Too Sexy?
No,
you like Too Sexy?
I don't like Too Sexy, but it's the hot song out right now. I tried. I might skip to it, but again, I can't make it through the whole song because the minute I hear Future rapping, I'm about to lose my shit or throw a damn phone.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I fucking turn that shit off.
It's hard.
That shit is trash, man. I like.
There was no purpose, really.
Like, okay, so at what point in history or in life do we sit there and think about quality music, or we're just here to make money?
When is somebody gonna tell Drake, okay, that shit is doo?
He got a whole bunch of yes men around him that he days. He says it in all his fucking in his raps. Oh, this over here, he's good. This person over here, they're good. Who's gonna sit there and tell him that and potentially turn down your fucking your income? Yep. Nobody. A whole bunch of yes men. So then we're left to sit there and get subpar Drake on this shit.
Nope.
Facts.
Like, it wasn't even that album was doo-doo. And people, like, there are a lot of people that sit there and say that shit was trash. You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some songs on it that are bangers that I sit there, but
send it to me because I'm still, I can't get past number 5. Send it to me.
I think all the ones that I like are before. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure.
Man, if they're in the first 5, I heard them already.
Okay, Champagne Poetry I like. Love All I like. That's the one with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm. All right, I like anything with Jay-Z. I'm a Jay-Z fan. So I like that song, even though I probably haven't heard it. It's out to number 5, huh?
That's 5.
It's number 5. Okay, I heard it. Cool. That's it.
All right.
Well, I just don't like Drake.
Okay, Fair Trade. I listen to. I fucks with.
It's out to number 5.
That's 6.
Yeah. I just gotta keep it a buck. I don't like new Drake.
Pipe Down. I like.
Yeah.
Sound like you like the album, Pete.
That's what it sounds like.
No, how many songs is that? That's what, 3 songs so far, right?
Like 3 songs.
I can't even get it to 3. I can stick with 2. Champagne, yeah.
Oh no, I got 4. If you count Champagne Poetry, that's 4.
That's supposed to be one of them albums with that. Like when I'm going into work, I have a 24-minute drive into work. I should be able to digest 6 of those songs. That's on the way to
Yeah,
work.
I can do it.
I should be able to digest 6 to 7 coming back because of traffic.
Okay.
I just can't do it. I'd rather listen to Face Off. It's about drive. It's about power. It's about hunger. It's about desire. Something like that. Dwayne Johnson said. I'd rather listen to that 21 times.
In my honest opinion, it's just for me. I prefer old Drake than what I do. This new Drake does more so appeal to the pop scene, female like situation. That's what I see with this new Drake. I don't see old Drake. I need to get into the industry. I just got the Degrassi freaking wheelchair scenario. He was hungry then.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
I see him doing that because Tupac said it back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. So I just breezed through his album right now, right? So there are 6 songs that I like on his album. Out of 21, 6.
So after those 6 songs, 21 minus 6, you're looking at 15.
That's
so 15. You got to listen to Dwayne Johnson song 15 times.
Huh?
I said it's 21 songs on his album. You can only listen to 6. That leaves 15. So you got to listen to Dwayne Johnson song 15 times.
Facts.
And now you got your 21 song Drake album because the rest of it is doo-doo. Do the math. Would you rather listen to the rest of that Drake album?
For my honest full opinion.
Would you rather listen to those other 15 cuts on the Drake album or listen to Dwayne Johnson and Tech 9?
Neither. What you said, Tech 9?
Yeah, it's a Tech 9 song Dwayne Johnson just featured on it. But Dwayne Johnson is
I fuck with Tech 9. Yeah.
Okay. So you got to listen to that song 15 times along with them 6 Drake songs.
Yeah, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Drake album, man. People had audacity to say he's a GOAT. He's not.
That's it. All it is just
he's not even a fucking lamb.
Yeah, Drake just has appeal to the wrong people now. Drake's transition.
Drake is a combination.
His transition wasn't like. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
I think his transition was more so rushed because look at it. Okay, we'll say Jay-Z's transition from the beginning to now. It wasn't let me rush and change. Jay-Z's so a good 9, 10. I want to say about a good 10 to 11 good albums on his consistent flow in the very beginning. Now he did, a little change, but it wasn't no drastic type, let me change and appeal to a whole different audience type situation.
His change was more along the lines of growth. Yeah, in the first half of his career, it was bitches, hoes, and everything, but there was some substance behind it too. It was a lot of substance behind it.
But even then, Jay even said that Big Pimpin', he regrets making that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw an interview, I was like, oh shit. He's like, I regret making that. He's like, because he's like, now me would not tell young me to make that song. And of course, that happens when you have a family, you have a bomb-ass wife, and, you got twin boys and shit like that. So it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yep.
But even then, everybody comes in on that. They get popping, they got to sit there, cater to their fans and do what they got to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, tell me one song that Drake has that is a Hard Knock Life song. I'm talking about the song.
I think Drake's issue.
No. I'm asking you that a legitimate.
If he has a Hard Knock
really, like, what song do you have that's a timeless classic like that?
He don't have it.
I don't see one at all.
I think
Like
Drake's.
there's kids now that listen to that shit.
I think his issue is he went
That's
from
just my
making
honest
music
opinion.
to trying to make a hit. He went from making music
Yep.
to trying to make a hit, and he's also at this stage in his career trying to be accepted. If he just continued doing
Mm-hmm.
his thing, nothing wrong with having features and stuff, but it's starting to look bad when you have people featured on your album and they biting you on your own stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. And you know
Didn't the baby body him on his own
the
shit?
baby bodied him, man. And I don't even listen to the baby like that. The baby bodied him.
Was it the baby or little baby?
No, it was
No,
the
it was
baby.
little baby.
Either way, it was a baby that bodied him.
Mm-hmm. It's one of them babies.
Mm-hmm.
One of them babies, one of them babies bodied him. But and it's not a good look. It's not. He went from making music. He went from doing Drake to trying to make a hit, and that tells me it became. When you start chasing hits, it's all about the money. Most rappers,
You lost the passion.
yeah, I think that might be what it is. He lost the passion.
Mm-hmm.
But good luck on that next album, because I'm not too inclined to listen to the next one based off of Certified Lover Boy. I'm just gonna go back to Thank Me Later. And Thank Me Now, Thank Me Later, whatever the name.
I'll bootleg that shit before I buy it.
Facts.
Tell you that now. Got me once, but how you lose to a gospel album? Like,
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I almost spit. Hold on. I'm going to put up on my water for a second. Hold on.
You're right.
Oh, man.
Nothing against gospel
Dog.
music. I love me some Shirley Caesar.
At all.
Good point. All that smoke and everything he was throwing and this beef with Kanye, yeah, man. What happened?
Yeah, you lost.
that's why I was like, yeah, that man, like, I don't know what he plans on doing with his career or, well, like,
They ain't doing a Degrassi reboot no time soon.
bruh.
Ever. I don't know. Hold on now. How the world going? They might. I don't know.
See that the one thing that so Drake, one of the things that I admired about Drake when he was coming up was he tried to make music for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He made a little bit of singing, a little bit of rapping. He was true to his nature. That's who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I lost respect for him when he started, trying to act like he was a thug.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're not a thug. You a fucking actor.
You're not a thug, man. You established that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Donald Glover or Danny Glover or Donald?
Donald Glover. It's Donald.
Is it Donald? It's Donald Glover, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Donald Glover started talking, hey nigga did this and that and I'ma shoot you and this and all that other stuff? Could you imagine how would he be accepted? That's what I was like, could we imagine that? We appreciate Childish Gambino because of the amount of artistry he had.
Yep.
He made good music and didn't talk about something that he wasn't about. Like, bro, you are connected. We get it. But just because you're connected does not mean you're the shooter. You got shooters. You're not the shooter. There's nothing in your profile that states to us, oh, you're the shooter or that you're a big man. Like, no. Nobody would believe that you're going to sit there and pull a gun out or shoot anybody.
Yep.
The people around you would. Oh, yeah. You're connected with the Bloods and Little Prince and all them. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody fucking cares. Like, I don't believe your music.
Just keep
like when he started changing that shit, I was like, it's odd. Like,
Like
bro,
you
you used to
tried it.
sing, right? Like, I don't know,
He got away from what made him Drake.
right?
That's basically what happened. He got away from what made him Drake.
And now, if you tell me like, hey, this album was meant to be about girls and being going back to his singing roots and stuff like that, he's the one that killed that side of his career by acting like that. Nobody told you to go so far to the right that you can't even come back left. Like, bro, if you would have stayed in your lane and sat there and did the things that you was doing from before,
you'd have been good.
You'd have been good. You've been accepted. But no, you can't even go back that way.
It's like you can tell the people who's featured on this album, he reached out to them. Because again, like I said, they body him. It's a whole different thing when, like, the baby should have been reaching out to Drake. Hey, let me hop on with you.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell there's a level of, it's like, I respect you. I want to be on the album with you because make no mistake, I'm pretty confident Jay ain't reached out to nobody that be on his album. They probably reached out to him. Or somebody probably recommended, but Jay probably can carry most of his albums by himself. Jay has that respect.
Well, on the Blueprint,
without even trying.
So on the Blueprint 1, nobody was there. Blueprint 2, all features. Almost every song was a feature. And he made it a point to sit there and say, hey, I think that was after when Biggs died that he said I could do it by my own and I could do it with my own people.
Yeah, because he even took the Blueprint 2 and dumbed it down to 2.1, where he just took like the best songs and just put them on one album. So that's 2 versions of the Blueprint 2.
Well,
Drake, nah, man. If they'd have caught him earlier in his career when everybody was reaching out, yeah, that's good. Stick true to what you do. You know what I'm saying? But people was reaching out. Hey, let's see if I can hop on here with Drake, or let's see if we can get Drake to hop on our album. He ain't like that now. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Facts.
Yep.
All these, and you gotta look at his demographic too. Like not his demographic, but his customer base. Right? You gotta look at his customer base. He's like a mix of LL Cool J and Eminem.
Elaborate.
Because he makes music that the girls listen to, and the majority of the people that buy his music is white people.
At this stage, definitely.
Because let's face it, right? A lot of these people that listen to rap music are infatuated with black people. I mean, it's been documented on every documentary that you could sit there and put. Like most of the people that sit there and consume black music is white people.
Hey, they like black people things, but don't want to do black people things.
Exactly. So, and Drake is about as close as they can get because he's half white, half black. And they're like, that's the closest thing. It's kind of like an infatuation thing. Like, man, I could try to be like him.
So off topic real quick.
Yeah.
Talk about Popeyes for a second.
Popeyes?
Yeah. Popeyes to me.
I know it's going somewhere.
Because you said something that triggered this thought, and it's been on my mind for a while. To me, Popeyes is a colored man's restaurant. I look at it. Am I the only person getting offended when somebody that's not colored goes to Popeyes and order food? And I'm borderline dead serious right now. Like I was at Popeyes a couple weeks ago, and on this non-colored
you know where I get offended at like that at? Well, I get like I feel that those same type of emotions at when I'm in a Jamaican spot. I'm like,
so you understand what I'm coming from?
Like,
it's not what they're ordering; it's how it's coming out their mouth.
I don't know. I can't say
That's
much.
what I'm pissed
Look,
off about. I'm gonna have the number 2 with the chicken tenders. Yeah, sure, barbecue sauce is great. I be feeling offended by that stuff. Nah, man, get the number 2. You want extra buffalo sauces? You get that. Go get your sweet tea and sit down. I don't know, maybe, but I'm talking about. I've been feeling this way for a minute, man. The dude came up. He got looked like some North Face cargo pants on and whatnot, like he just came from hiking. And you ordering Popeyes and hit the rest of us is walking up, with our Nike shorts or Nike sweat sauce, some slides or whatnot. We feeling black right now. We just want some chicken and some beans and rice. I felt a little offended. But that's off topic, man. I thought I was the only person that had that feeling a little bit.
man.
That's just me. We good?
Nah,
No, 'cause I
know
feel
y'all
that.
hit.
I usually feel that way when I'm in a Jamaican spot
Yeah.
and I'm like, or I'm in the West Indian spot. I'm just like, the fuck you doing here? Let them know.
Yeah, man.
I'd be like,
I'm
what
telling
the
you,
fuck you
man.
doing here,
I thought I
dog?
was the
Like,
only one. Okay.
Y'all give
Alright,
me
so I'm
one.
not
Y'all
alone.
give me one blessing second. I gotta go do daddy duties if y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. You good. But yeah, man, I thought, you know what I'm saying? I was the only one. And so it's not just at Popeyes, the other restaurants that are of this nature too. Because make no mistake, I feel like if I step inside Cracker Barrel right now, I'm getting some looks.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always felt like that in Cracker Barrel.
Mhm.
I did feel like that in Cracker Barrel. I felt like that. I'll be honest with you.
Hey, kind of come back to your right. You only got half your face.
Huh?
Right there. I only had like half of your face. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, man.
So-
See that, and that's what I'm getting at, right? It's like we were looked at as if like we don't belong here. This is for us. Well, why you at Popeyes? You don't need this dirty rice. You don't need this dry biscuit with the honey.
Bruh. But that biscuit with the honey be slapping though. That had a little bit of butter. Man, I'm gonna have to order some Popeyes.
See what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought it was just me. I didn't want to say nothing at first, but I've been feeling that way for some months. Every time I see it, why you here?
But why do you think that happens?
So again, like I said already, there are people out there who like black people things, but don't want to do black people things.
Of course.
Yeah.
Forgive my antics.
You good. No stress, no worries. But yeah, I think that's why they like black people things, but just don't want to do black people things.
Look, I feel that. I ain't mad at that, but I ain't gonna lie. White folks do make some good creme brulee.
Huh?
You said
It's gotta
it
be creme brulee. See,
I mean,
Oh,
creme brulee.
that's their
nah,
thing.
bro. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Somebody brought that up to me the other day too. No, I'm dead ass. Somebody said, "Yo, have you ever had
Creme
cheese flambe or something like that, or
Flambe?
or creme brulee?" I'm like, "The fuck are those?" I was offended. I was offended. Like, I don't speak French. I thought I was sitting there like, the fuck? What is it? Just tell me what it is. Have I had? I think one of them is like a cheese thing. It's like you dip cheese in it or something.
Like a fondue.
Fondue. That was what he said. The fondue. Have I ever had fondue? I was like,
fondue.
is that what type of meal is that? Is that like?
I'm gonna tell you why
It's
I
more
never
so of
had
a dessert.
fondue before. If you
Huh?
weren't introduced, I'm gonna tell you why I never had fondue before. If you weren't introduced to me as a kid, I'm probably not gonna have it now. With that being said, I ain't never had it because that's not a black man's dish.
Listen,
It is not. I
It's
give you
not.
that one. That is
Would I like to
definitely neither
try
one
it?
of them is.
Yeah, I would like to try it a little bit. You know, supposedly like 5 different cheeses, some spices, and all this other different stuff.
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like 5, 6
That's the
different
one
cheeses.
where you dip the cheese in the
You dip the cheese in cheese or bread and cheese.
the bread and cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Yeah,
would
that's
like to
the
give it a
fondue.
go one day. You know, but it's not one of them things where it's like, man, I'm finna go get some Popeyes. And this the 3rd time this week. Fondue will be like, oh, if I have it, I might have it again later this year if I have it now. Other than that, that's it. That's not a black man dish. A black man dish is sweet potatoes and
I don't know.
candy yams, cornbread. Just saying. When
Yeah,
I
the
was
fondue
raised
be.
up,
Yeah.
when I was raised up, it was a luxury for me to have a croissant. I was raised up on 4 different types of. I was raised up on 4 different types of bread. White bread because it was cheap. Wheat bread because the food stamps came in. Biscuits because all I needed was a bag of flour to make that right there. And canned biscuits because it was $1.19.
Yeah, canned biscuits was the shit. Canned biscuits was the shit. You pop that shit like.
That's it. And all you gotta do is just put them
Yeah.
on the pan and wait 15 minutes.
Put a little bit of butter on them, you good to go.
So outside of that, man, I don't know about all this stuff. Like I said, croissants, dude, I had my first croissant. I was in like my mid-20s when I had my first croissant. So, you know, that's fondue. It's just not black man's meal. I give it a go because I'm older. I'm cultured now.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
want kids to be cultured. I want them to learn the ways of the world, stay true to themselves and everything. So yeah, I want to try that stuff. But it's not one of the things I'm just gonna go out my way to try. Now, if you tell me Popeyes dropped a new chicken tender with some extra spice, or Boston Market got something new on their menu, I'm supporting D-Lo.
Speaking of,
So hold on, wait. Speaking of, we're gonna take a pause on the hiatus on everybody making different stuff now.
Mhm.
I was in the drive-through of the non-authentic Mexican food. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I was like Taco Bell. Okay.
Yeah. They asked me if I wanted to try their wings.
Hey man, I heard they
Taco
got
Bell
wings.
got-
I heard their wings busted too.
I didn't know how to feel about this. I didn't really come for that. I came for a chalupa, you know. So I did not know how to feel when they asked me about these wings.
Yo, so tell me if those wings was busting or not.
I'm hearing they busted.
I don't look. I haven't ate them. I was skeptical because you know what messed it up for me? The chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Uh-oh.
When everybody started trying to make the chicken sandwich from Popeyes, it kind of
It
messed
kind
up
of
me
turned you
trying to
off
get
a
them
little bit.
chicken. Yeah, like if you don't stick to what you know, Popeyes, that chicken sandwich. You feel me? I got that. But who else made that other? Who made the little secondary the little chicken sandwich and they failed? Who was it? Okay, was it KFC?
Was it KFC?
I
KFC
want to
didn't
say
make
it was KFC.
It was
it.
Arby's.
No, it wasn't KFC.
Was it it was one of the burgers.
Either way, they
joints.
had it. It might have been Wendy's. Either way,
Yeah.
they had chicken sandwich wars going on. So I know where you're going.
Yeah. It's just, and I ain't never seen Taco Bell as no let
Look,
me
man.
try the fried chicken type of place. So I don't
man.
know, bro. I just don't know.
I've been I know a few people done had them. They say they busting. They on 1,000. So
skeptical right there.
Wow.
yeah, man.
Have you had it?
I've heard. Will I try? If I try them, it's because
You know you're gonna try.
I'm gonna tell you if I get
Hey,
them,
you're gonna try. Stop.
and I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna try it. So you know how you go to a restaurant, you get like the number 1 and number 2. I'm gonna eat this when I get home, but you get you that little side meal to eat while you on the way home. How back in the day you go to Wendy's, you get your meal, you get you your 6-piece or your 10-piece nuggets while you driving. This is what I'm gonna get when I try the Taco Bell wings. This is what it's gonna be. All right, let me give him a go. I got time to kill. I'm on the way home. Let me see what he's in for. That's it.
Can't do it. Can't do it, my boy. You
For
can't
my
do
big greedy ass, I've been ate the whole damn meal anyway before I hit the house.
it.
I be going in with a few cinnamon twists left over. So I'm just saying, he did 100.
He said going in with a couple of cinnamon.
Hey, everything else gone.
Yeah, I got you, son.
Come on,
I
give me
know
the
that's
Dog.
twist.
So wait, where's the
What is
rest
it?
of the
Dog,
meal?
Dog, I ain't know you wanted to try it. What you mean?
That shit
That's what
gone.
happened when you don't communicate. I ain't know you wanted to try the food.
That shit gone. Yeah, man. So what else?
No, bro.
What else we got on the docket, man? I got a few things I'm looking at here.
So I'm sorry, I started looking at Popeyes.
Oh, you thinking about that shit now?
Bro, I'm starving.
You know they deliver for y'all. Are they delivering?
Yeah.
They probably selling all that.
That is cold blooded.
Yeah. Oh, did y'all hear about the dudes that the fucking killers, the
Yes,
Ahmaud Arbery?
Ahmaud Arbery, yes.
Yep.
Yo, Justice been looking kind of good lately, huh?
It's been 50-50.
It is.
It's been 50-50.
Because as soon as that happened, we caught another murder, of a young kid. Actually, it wasn't a young kid. We caught a murder
Yeah, it was a
of
14-year-old, right? It was the 14-year-old?
14. We had a 14-year-old, and then we had a police officer that murdered some guy like at the beginning of the year because he notably, it's dual sided, mostly messed up. Dude had his gun in the back, firing off, representing, celebrating New Year's the not complete brotherly way. Somebody called the police, and police came by itself. For some reason, he was a solo dolo cop on patrol, and once he heard the gunshots going in the air, he shot through the bushes. He shot through the bushes and shot the dude.
All right, so in regards to that, I haven't heard about that, but my opinion on that, knowing everything that's going on in the world right now involving Black people and police,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going. I could be wrong, but I'm going to assume that his neighborhood is I'm just gonna say middle class neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Primarily, yeah.
Knowing everything that's going on in the world, knowing that there's police out there, knowing that there's police roaming around at that particular moment, and so forth, I'm probably not going to shoot a gun.
And in fact,
because they're looking for. I'm not even going to say they're looking, because there are good police out there. There really are some really trying to do their job. I will give them that. But knowing everything that we've been going through the past year with Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Floyd, Floyd, you know I'm going. Knowing all this stuff is taking place or whatnot, I don't see myself firing a gun.
why
I
would you
don't
put
see
yourself
myself
in that state?
If we reach in our pocket to pull out our cell phone, it automatically becomes, oh, I thought he had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And
The thing is,
in best case, we get tased. So, I mean, that's just me. And I know that's the Black people. That's our way, the non-favorable way to celebrate New Year's. We take the gun and we let off some rounds in the air. And them fireworks, we firing up the sky. That's what we do. But knowing everything going on, I don't think I will be keen on doing that right now.
Now, with that being said, I am content with the fact that we are, receiving more guilty verdicts, more justice verdicts,
Mm-hmm.
With that also being said, one thing that we as a culture and as people should already understand is a temporary solution to a long-term problem doesn't get us where we need to be.
Mm-mm.
That means even though we getting all this justice and everything coming out all peaches and cream right now, we can't afford to do what we've been doing for all these years, which was let us let our foot up off of these people's neck.
Yep.
Because then there you go, right back at it again.
We
Boom.
have to keep
We
our
getting
we have to
stupid stuff.
keep our
Boom.
foot
More people getting
on
murdered.
the gas. We got to keep our foot on the
Mhm.
gas. I agree with you on that right there. This is why I had say, I'm 50-50 on the justice we're receiving right now. I am so glad, that all three of them were found guilty. They're gonna spend life in prison. We still ain't have we got justice for Breonna Taylor yet? And at this point, I can almost guarantee when we do get it, it's gonna be one of them things that's gonna be quiet.
It's gonna be so watered down. It's not even gonna be funny.
Did we get justice? Did we get justice for George Floyd? No. And that was on national. That was worldwide. The whole world saw that. We did not get justice for that right there. Derek Chauvin was sentenced. I think he got 15, 20 years. He'll probably end up doing 10 on good behavior. Come on, that's not a win to me. I'm sorry. And again, looking at stuff like social media and everything, we've already accepted that, that's a victory and everything because he was found guilty. But nobody's looking at the big picture. Should everybody get life in prison? Probably not. But for the things that took place, yeah.
Is it so traumatic? Like, is it so bad that even when we win minor victories, it's just like it's over glorified?
Yeah, it's over glorified. It's over glorified.
Like, bro,
look at some of the losses. We take Trayvon Martin case, right? What else are we doing on behalf of that kid? Because I don't want to remember the guy's name who killed him. But he was found not guilty. The gun that he killed Trayvon Martin with, he sold for $250,000. That's a big win for his community and two big losses for us.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll win in some of these cases, but when it comes to justice, man, it's 50-50. Justice, they say Lady Justice is blind, and they had a statue of her being blindfolded or whatnot. Nah, she peeking through one side of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's 50-50, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and make your point, P. I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you was.
No.
I'm gonna show you how messed up society is. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up a comment a commentator made by Kevin Porter of the Houston Rockets. Just give me a second. You're gonna be like, wow. Y'all go ahead and chop it up. Just give me a second. I want you.
I was waiting for you. I'm waiting to hear this. What do you think, D-Lo? What do you think, D-Lo?
Kevin Porter.
I said
play for the Houston Rockets.
Hold on. Let D-Lo. Let D-Lo.
Go ahead. My apologies.
Like I said, ain't no honest choice on that one. If we let our foot up, I still see it just being the same thing. If we keep driving and pushing, at some point they're gonna be like, "Dog, we gave y'all something. What do y'all want?" No, they don't say that indirectly, but it's gonna be directly. Like it's been multiple times before. Like I said, some of those verdicts, cool, that's amazing. What do we continue to do though? How do we continue to, move forward? When's the last time? Now, no, we all had that conversation about how, BLM, the movement, kind of screwed itself over in a way. It's supposed to be for helping on other purposes. Now, with that being said, when's the last time we heard from them? When's the last time the efficient BLM members stepped in to say, we got this, but
I tweeted some
with
stuff
that
about
being
that
said,
a while
it's
ago,
time
too.
for us to keep pushing. Yeah. It's like
Who's that dude that got 100 million?
they went under an investigation.
You ain't heard from him yet. I know you talking about.
I ain't seen that
Yeah.
brother on TV now once.
Dude,
What?
let me tell you.
He was always on CNN, and I was like, where is this dude at?
Van Jones.
Man Jones, yeah.
Let me tell you, he quit his job the black man way. No two week notice or nothing. Just don't show up. Let him figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many jobs I don't quit like that back in the day? I don't even want this job no more. I ain't going. Fuck it. Hit the green. Fuck it. That's what he did. Van Jones gone.
You gonna see Van Jones?
Yeah,
He either gonna be hot, he's gonna have real glossy skin, lost weight, he's gonna be rocky shit, or that man gonna look like something that ate Van Jones. Huh?
He gonna have a cybernetic arm and everything, all kind of evidence. He gonna have the iPhone 20 next time. We still on 13.
And speaking of that, I was watching Elon Musk talk about. We're getting off topic, but we'll get back to that. But go ahead. Look, let's hear this Kevin Porter commentary.
So briefly in regards to his father. Father, the son's name is Kevin Porter Jr. The dad's name is Brian Kevin Porter Sr. He's not a saint, first and foremost. I'm just gonna read.
Ain't Kevin Porter the guy that does all that the drag queen stuff and
no. So that's a completely different Kevin Porter's.
Okay.
All right. So Porter Jr.'s father, Brian Kevin Porter Sr., pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in the shooting death of a 14-year-old girl in 1993. Porter Sr. ended up being sentenced to 4 years and 6 months in prison for the crime. In 2004, Porter Sr. was shot and killed in a Seattle bar while attempting to help someone being attacked. Now, it takes research to find what I'm about to read. The announcer, the son made it to the NBA. The son is playing the game. He hit a game-winning shot. This is what the announcer said. You got to give credit. Kevin Porter Jr., like his dad, pulled that trigger right at the right time.
Wow. So that's what we do. That's what we do in life, huh?
Help me out here,
those
man.
are the shots that we take in life.
And I'm not justifying, the dad, the manslaughter charge. I'm not justifying that. But this is why I said, the win that we get, it's only 50-50 because like I said, for someone to say something like that, to know something like that, you got to research. You have to research.
Mm-hmm.
He went back to 2004. He went back to 1994. You have to research.
Bro, that's vicious.
It's
funny as hell, but it's vicious. It's vicious. I'm sorry. I mean,
you good. I understand, Pete. I understand. But you see where I'm going? This is why I said the victories that we get. Nah, man, this is 50-50 because you still have people out there like that.
They couldn't even let him enjoy that moment.
Exactly. They still. How do I put this? I feel in my encounters with racism and prejudiceness, or what I perceive to be prejudice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've always seen it to be in one or two forms. One, where they are projecting power, or two, they have to remind you how worthless you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's never, I've never seen it where, it's just a comment or anything like that. Somebody said something about you or anything. When I've encountered it, it's always been one of those two aspects of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it? How are you supposed to combat that?
It's hard taking the high road.
When do we stop taking the high road?
Exactly. That's why I say it's hard taking the high road. It's hard having to take the high road or choosing to take the high road. Yeah, when do we stop? They attacking LeBron. They're attacking LeBron James because when the dude made the comments, LeBron calling for the main job. And that's really like the only course of action we can take because of freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only action we can take. It was an insensitive comment. But that's a win. We
I look at it like this. We took it the old school, peaceful way of, we call it the Martin Luther King in respect of Gandhi. We started off that way. Then we went to, I would say, the Black Panther way. And then we did a mix of both. The question now is, what's next? We tried peace. We tried rage. We've tried peace and rage. What's next? The peace and rage seems to have gotten the best resolve yet.
I don't know.
But at that point, at the same time, it painted our culture as, the typical angry people.
Mm-hmm.
They use our peace rampaging, our rioting, as they called it,
Mm-hmm.
as us being that stereotypical angry, like we didn't have the right to be angry. White people took that as, let me get an insurance claim. A riot is going on in my town. I'm going to hire some people to throw and destroy things around my property so I can make money. And we're going to blame it on the angry Black culture.
Because we know that story.
I'm just saying.
I'm pretty confident about that.
There was a video out on it. There was a video.
I'm pretty confident about that. That shit was happening.
Oh, it's already been. The people were saying that the White House kid.
So this is again.
He wasn't even from the neighborhood where he was shooting the people from.
And again, that's another reason right there why I said this shit is 50-50. Mm-hmm. Now I'm even willing to go as far as saying that shit is like 70-30 in favor of them. Because ain't no, you just peep. I apologize for cutting you off, man, but you just made a good point. He's not even from that neighborhood. He crossed state lines.
Yeah, with the gun. Mm-hmm. With a gun. And he was underage. And the judge went and said, hey, we're going to throw that charge out, which he should have gotten charged for. Mm-hmm. But the judge said, hey, no, we're going to throw that one out.
Because he got on the stand with them crocodile tears.
No, but it was a blatant smack in everybody's face. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, the way the dude acted, the way that judge acted during that whole shit, bruh, I would have been like, yo, he needs to resign.
It's suspect, man. And this is why.
Just off the way he acted. Mm-hmm. But in retrospect, right? I'm gonna be fair. He was attacked. The guys did have guns out on him.
Yeah.
But true.
Now,
But why
now,
would they
granted,
why would they have guns on him?
but
Ask
because
that
he had a gun, right? He had a gun, but you don't but you as a person don't know if this kid is of age or not. So you shouldn't be walking around with your gun pointed at somebody or even making any sudden threatening movements towards that person. And they did.
Kids shouldn't have been there in the first place.
I get that. But how are you to know if you are at a protest? How are you to know that this person is not supposed to be there? You just see him there with a gun. But you as a person should not be assaulting or about to assault or doing anything to anybody with a gun. You are not the police. That's why he got off on a self-defense charge.
That's the only one he should have probably got off on.
Right. That's the only one he should have gotten off. But he should be serving at least 5 to 10 years for other shit that I was like, why didn't they charge him for this? Why didn't they charge him for that? He went across state lines with a gun. He's walking around with a gun. He's brandishing there's charges that they could have pursued. I don't know. To me, it feels like don't get me started. I just feel like they were all in on the shit. Yeah. Just how they were handling that damn case. Even the prosecutor, the way he was handling that case, I was like, what? What? I was like, this guy is a prosecutor? He's not a public servant? Like, I'm like, what? Public defendant? Like, the way he was acting, bro, I was just like, yo, y'all could have gave me that case and I would have did a better job in a month than this shit that y'all got going on here. Because I was like, boom, he should have gotten charged with this. Okay, this, that, and the other thing he's probably going to get off on. So I would have sat there and be like, hey.
On the other stuff.
Exactly. I would have focused on the other stuff. The parents. Actually, I think the parents got charged. Let me see something real quick. I want to say that was the first time I was like, oh, shit.
Probably just got probation.
Huh?
The parents got charged. They probably just got probation. That's it.
Probably.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Need to hydrate.
It's 50-50, man. More like 70.
And we barely pushing it.
What was his? What Rittenhouse or
Rittenhouse?
Huh?
Rittenhouse. Ritten House. Kyle Rittenhouse.
It's Kyle. I was saying Ryan.
He got up on the stand with crocodile tears, boy. He knew he was fixing to get off on that shit.
There's no way.
Grab something real quick while you pulling that up. Not even gonna leave the room.
Yeah, and then the parents. Oh my God, bro. The parents. The detail that they did on the parents. So the parents are saying we didn't bring them there, so why they want to charge us with anything, right? But my thing is this, bro. Like, the parents bought him the gun. Right? They bought him the gun. And then they bought him the gun. And then the day that he went and did some shit, they went and checked. Right? And they knew that the gun was missing.
It didn't say or do anything.
And didn't say or do anything, bro.
Didn't call? at all.
I was like,
So
so
that makes them as guilty as him. Honestly.
like they should be charged with manslaughter. That's
Yeah.
they should be charged with manslaughter. But
It was
whatever.
only fair.
But anyway, I'm completely digressing here, right? My thing is this, right? You have these parents that are empowering this, and guess what? The color of all these people that are involved.
We know. It's not a
Mhm.
secret.
At all. Not a secret at all. These folks, they let it be
It's
open
not.
like, hey, yo.
What'd you say?
I said it's not a secret.
So that's my thing.
Yep.
Like, what do you expect? And then I hate the justice system. You know what? I shouldn't say that. I like the justice system when it works how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When it works how it's supposed to, it's a beautiful thing. When it doesn't, it's fucked up and it's a horrific scene and a bad taste in your mouth when you sit there and look at like what's left or done to people once they're like once the outcome is reached.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could tell by
Mhm.
the how the out like one you could tell how that trial was gonna go. One because of the judge's demeanor. You knew that judge had an end to sit there and get that kid home to his parents. Period. He
Yep.
had that was his only thing he was entertaining. Getting that kid home to his parents.
How can we get him home? Yep.
Then I don't know, bro. Like I said, I think they were all in on it because the case that they prepared, complete bullshit. I was just like, there's no way that this is the case right now.
It was.
There's no way that this is the case right now.
Yes, it was.
So,
Like I said, that'd be the crazy part right there.
anyway, let's get off this shit. Do y'all think the Lakers are gonna make it this year?
Yep.
You think the Lakers gonna make it this year?
Yep. 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 And you know why? You know why I say yeah? Because I'm a Laker fan.
Why?
With my Lakers. All right, keep it.
I'm interested in hearing this.
Yeah, I'm like definitely.
I'm gonna keep it 100. The Lakers will make it if Russell Westbrook comes off the bench.
Yeah.
How much should say 10%?
And DC Daphne.
What do you mean?
All right.
Come on, Brett. Like he doesn't start, just have him coming off the bench.
Yes. All right. I got 10% left on iPad, so I might have to wrap up here in a bit. I didn't even know. So, Russell Westbrook got to come off the bench. The way he plays, he's a ball dominant guard. Okay, and he is extremely turnover prone. Russell Westbrook. If you say pass me the ball, and if you standing directly in front, 3 feet in front of Russell Westbrook, and you say pass me the ball, Russell, the ball is going to the water fountain. That's how that's how turnover prone he is. But you're gonna get your triple double out of him.
Well, I
He's
think
ball dominant.
the only person. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
So he's a ball dominant guard. There are a lot of ball dominant guards in the league, but they can play with other people, and they're not getting 37 turnovers a game. LeBron is not a ball. He doesn't have to be ball dominant to get his 30 points. He affects the game in 1,000 other ways. Anthony Davis has to get healthy.
Anthony Davis. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
He has to get healthy. Overall, even with a healthy Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook has the potential to keep the Lakers from making the playoffs entirely because of his turnovers and his shot selection. But he is better served. He will be better served coming off the bench with the Lakers. The
Bro,
problem is,
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think AD is overrated. Go ahead.
yeah, no. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
There we go.
So after this championship that the Lakers won a couple years ago, I'm feeling the same way because he's so injury prone. They keep saying he's a top 5 talent in the league. He's not a top 20 talent to me.
That boy breaking down more than LeBron is, and LeBron's been in the game how long?
LeBron is 37 years old. Anthony Davis, he might be right.
Still putting in that work.
And
Yep.
Still putting in that
I
work.
got it. He taller. You know, you put more stress on your body and everything and stuff like that. That's cool. But again, LeBron is 37. On the back end of his career, playing like he just came into the league. LeBron take care of his body.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that tells me. Anthony Davis is injury prone. He is not the future of the Lakers. Not with all them injuries like that. Russell Westbrook is not going to win a championship playing the way he plays. He needs to come off the bench. With the Lakers, at least, he needs to come off the bench and be that energizer player because he the same numbers that he's putting up now, he can put up coming off the bench. He will be that dude on the second squad. If you put him on the bench, it's like having another starting lineup out there.
Yep.
That's what he would be.
That's what they should do, yeah.
Because they can't trade him. He makes $44 million this year and $47 million next year. Nobody, at the rate he turned the ball over, nobody's taking that contract. The only person might take that contract is a team that's in last place that says, okay, hey, we want to spice things up a little bit, get some people in the stands. Let's get Mr. Triple Double in. That's it. But going to a contender, nah, man. Why? KD couldn't fix him, and KD is probably the second, if not the best player in the league. If KD couldn't fix him, if James Harden couldn't fix him,
so who can?
If Paul George couldn't fix it,
Paul George?
Paul George played with him in OKC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So if they can't get it done, I like LeBron.
If you keep broken,
it ain't happening. Yeah, you got to keep in mind, KD got his hands full as it is with Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, that dude.
Back. There you go.
Let me tell you something about Kyrie.
Putting in the check.
And again, I'm gonna throw it out there. I am not one to force anybody to get the vaccine, but he's not making his full contract. They're not paying that guy to play in home games because he's not vaccinated.
I don't understand how he gets to sit there and not play, not be on the team, and not do this, and still have a spot on the starting lineup. I'm like, bro, how does that happen?
Oh wow! I didn't know they started him. Wow. D-Lo, you froze over there.
Yep.
But go ahead.
You good, D-Lo. Now you good.
The Lakers will make it. They just got to make some adjustments for Russell Westbrook.
I think for them to make it, they need to park Russell Westbrook, have him come off as a 6-man. I think they need to give between him and Carmelo, have them come off as backup.
Yep.
If LeBron, Monk,
Monk is disrespectful right now.
Monk is supremely disrespectful. Howard.
Got like what, 2 people down last game, didn't he?
Huh? What'd you say?
Monk, didn't he sit like 2 people down last? In the last game, Monk sit like 2 people down.
Bro, he's a shooter. That dude can shoot. There's another dude that they have that can shoot too. when they're in that shooting rhythm, they are way better. And when they have Howard in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
who's actually a defensive player
Mm-hmm.
and not just a big man who's there, it's a big difference. Like,
Big time.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Anthony Davis is probably done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's done. He's been too injury prone for the last
2 years.
2 years.
His best days are behind him.
Think so. I think I think his days are over. His number. He's a big man that can shoot. He's not a big man that can defend.
Not anymore. Not with them injuries.
Because
Sure.
now when he defended, they won the championship that year.
Mm-hmm.
If he decided, if he came back, he was healthy. If you get him and Howard on the in the paint, they're gonna grab the boards. And you have LeBron, Monk, and I forgot who the other dude is. The other dude that forgot the other dude's name. He's a shooter too. And you got them out there. They got some shooters on their team.
Austin Reeves.
Like, bro, if they got their shit together, they can make it. They can win it. They got the team to do it. It's just, I don't know. Frank Vogel needs a lesson in player management or something, because he's
I
not.
don't know what happened, man. Like, so I last year I gave the Lakers an alibi, right?
Right.
Because there was coming off the court.
They had like a month off, right?
Yeah, so I
They
gave
had
them
like
an
a month
alibi
off, and then they went right into the regular season.
This year, nah, man.
Yep.
This year, The Lakers, I love my Lakers to death. I'm talking about you can give me scraps. I'm riding with my Lakers. But I'm just keeping it 100. Westbrook has to go to the bench. And he got to embrace that role.
Yeah.
He has to embrace that role. That starting point guard spot, that's Malik Monk right now. And then here's the other thing the Lakers that's gonna catch up with the Lakers. LeBron is playing center because Anthony Davis out.
That is some Let's talk about the crazy shit he's doing.
It's effective, but what happens when he comes up against somebody like Jokic or one of the other big men in the league? They're gonna put him in the paint. He might be 6'8".
They're gonna abuse him in the paint. They're gonna be like, little boy.
Yeah. He might be 6'8", 240. But I'm telling you, that's when it's gonna catch up. That's when it's gonna catch up with the Lakers.
They're like, excuse me, sir. Mr. King it is. Get out my box, please.
Yeah.
But I think they can.
You're
But
in the way.
I think it's gonna be
Go ahead and say it.
Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix, Brooklyn, the Golden State Warriors,
There you go.
Lakers. I think those are gonna be the top competitors.
I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna be Golden State.
I think it's gonna be Golden State.
And I'm fixing to tell you why. Klay Thompson.
But I thought he was still in the G League.
Klay Thompson makes his season debut tonight. If he comes back the way he was before he left, it's over. You got to keep in mind, Golden State is already.
Yeah, but his Achilles went out, right? Or
Achilles, and he had knee surgery. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out. Kevin Durant, you see what he doing?
Yeah, Durant had a whole fucking season off.
Klay Thompson had two.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's-
So what
I
it
don't
did to
think that
Kobe.
they're-
If Klay
He's not
Thompson
gonna matter.
comes back averaging 20 a game, you can forget it. The rest of the league can forget it. Golden State is already one of the top 2 teams in the league. Steph Curry has just been disrespectful. They talk about Draymond Green in the MVP conversation, and he don't even average 10 points a game. He don't average 10 rebounds. He don't average. He averages 7 assists. They talk about Draymond Green in the MVP conversation. That's not based off of stats. That's based off of leadership. He is leading the fuck out. He is doing the dirty work. He's leading. For a player like that to be mentioned in the MVP conversation, that's saying something. Golden State is disrespectful right now. Phoenix looks good, but if Klay Thompson come back a portion of what he was before he left, they can forget it. Kyrie Irving, that's what's going to hurt New Jersey.
Yeah, I don't see them. I see them making it. I don't see them progressing any further.
I see it being a Golden State versus Milwaukee in the finals.
Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah, I think so.
And they're going to apply the
I can see
same. They're going to apply the same logic that the Pistons beat the Lakers in back in 2004. They said Shaq and Kobe, we can't stop them. We're going to let them get their numbers. We're going to make everybody else beat them because Shaq and Kobe can't beat us by themselves. And they're going to apply the same thing with Giannis. Milwaukee going to beat out. We're going to let Giannis get his numbers. The rest of the team got to beat him. I'm telling you.
What you think, D'Lo?
They got a challenge up to them. I don't know. I think everybody thus far though been trying to stack up the Golden team, and what they forget though, the Golden team, you got to balance that. You got to balance it out. You got to have these people that are willing to pass, willing to play, and know when to play their role. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Miami Heat fan at all points in time. You feel me? We've been taking dubs. But our people know how to play their roles.
Yes, they do.
Whether they take a dub or take a victory,
They
they
play
their role very
Yes,
efficient.
they do in Miami.
You feel me? And we don't sit here and we don't sign nobody that don't know how to be that team player. If you want to be the center, you can go somewhere else with that.
Yep.
I think the Lakers could possibly come back.
Think so?
They can come back.
I think
they got to go to
yeah,
State.
it's a chance, but it's a slight chance. They got a proficient team. Don't get me wrong, but man, they just don't play their role. And when it's basically like what they say, too many Chiefs, not enough Indians type situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what crushes them. Because just like last game, they were killing it with who they had. And who got cocky and wanted the doggone just have the ball?
Probably Russell Westbrook.
Who was that?
It's
I think it
funny,
was.
but it's
I
true.
think
It's probably Westbrook.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was. I have to rewatch the highlights and everything. But they were doing well. Then that happened. The next thing you know, it's just like, well, we know who we need to block more. Know who we need to strip more. We ain't got to worry about everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I gotta wrap up, fellas. My arms.
Yeah,
it's on.
that's all right. I mean, this is a good first time back.
Yeah.
Work this stuff out.
Well
This is
overdue.
real good. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We didn't touch none of the topics that
But it was good conversation.
It was good. It was good though. I appreciated it. I hope y'all appreciate it. Listening to us talk and offer some insight. Hey, if you disagree with something that we said or you want to add on to what we said here, go ahead and comment down in the section and we'll happily reply back to you.
That is.
Facts.
But yeah, I'm your host P. Any parting words, gentlemen?
Take care of yourself. Take care of your house. It's real out there. All I can tell you.
Hey, new season, new year, new chances. You feel me? Seize the opportunity. Ain't no rest for the wicked, you know.
Now I say it
Go
best.
on out there and go get it.
Now I say it best and never sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for joining us. Until then, until we see you on the next one, be safe. Protect your family. Protect yourself.
Protect your neck.
And
Hey.
all right. How about y'all? Peace.
Peace.